Perfect.
Yeah.
I can't figure it out.
I was smiling. I'll stop smiling.
Ooh. Jesus, that's a lot of fucking liquid.
Shooey!
Hey.
Shooey!
You.
All right, wow, where do I even begin? Just got done with my first 00 in Tehachapi. Wow, 2 days off was incredible. I needed it so bad. Those final miles getting to the highway were just miserable. I just pushed through a lot of pain. My ankle was quite swollen, both my feet swollen, knees were so tender. So I really just spent the past couple days obviously getting all my chores and resupply stuff done, but just nursing my ankle and my feet. A lot of icing, elevation, compression, all that good stuff. And just always learning that you got to take care of yourself. I definitely spent the past week and a half pushing myself really hard. So I've got a better understanding of my capabilities, my limits, my sensitivities. So all good stuff. My parents were just so amazing to come and pick me up in Tehachapi, and we were actually able to bring in the whole trail family, staying at a family friend's house. Thank you so much, Kevin, for having us. Just having a bed, beautiful house, comfortable place. It was just amazing. My parents did can't even begin to thank them for what they did. Picking us up, running us all over town, stocking the house with food, snacks, drinks, everything. So above and beyond, and we are all just so incredibly thankful. My feet have, the swelling's gone down. I've almost returned to normal. I do think my feet are still kind of big, but my toes just don't look like sausages anymore. You can see my ankle bones and stuff. Still a little bit sensitive, but much, much, much better. I did have to pick up a new pair of shoes. All I had was a big 5. So I bought a pair of $50 running shoes, kind of like trail running shoes. And I went up a whole size, from size 10 to size 11. And I've got very low expectations for these shoes, but I do have a lot of wiggle room for my toes, and that's wonderful. So we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping I can get at least 100 miles out of these, ideally 150. That'll take me all the way to Kennedy Meadows, but just gonna see how it goes. I'm definitely taking it a little bit slower, taking it a little bit easier on myself, and I will certainly be more proactive in elevating, massaging, treating my feet and ankles accordingly. So, obviously back on trail. I've already hiked 8 miles today, and I'm about to begin a pretty steep, long climb. I've got to get up a little bit more than 2,000 feet in elevation. So it's gonna be a huffer. And yeah, I've got 5, maybe 6 days till my next stopping point. I'll be getting into Ridgecrest. So hike to Walker Pass, hitch from Walker Pass to Ridgecrest, and maybe stay the night there. I'll have to do all the resupply, all that stuff. And yeah, so I've got no idea what to expect over these next 100 miles, but the idea of getting close to the Sierra is just so exciting. So, here we go. Here, we're overlooking the wonderful town of Mojave. This is where the 395 and the 14 meet. There's a McDonald's in Mojave, and I often stop there on my way up to the Eastern Sierra. And I often get a chocolate dipped ice cream cone. I've also been known to occasionally smoke a cigarette in the parking lot with my best friend Jacob, because we like to do cowboy things. And to the left is the airplane graveyard. I actually don't know what goes on there, but I just call it airplane graveyard. Anyways, very special place, and highly recommend visiting the town of Mojave. So I have made it to camp. We did about just under 17 miles today, and felt pretty good. Feeling pretty out here. I've got beautiful painted nails, and just feeling good about it. A little bit of pain in the ankle, but no new swelling. It really doesn't look swollen at all, which is pretty nice, but definitely a little sensitivity with it. I was just taking it easy, a little bit slower, watching all my steps, and I had it wrapped the whole time as well, so that was good. So feeling good about the ankle. The shoes, I made it, you know, maybe a little bit sore by the end of the day. I think that you just kind of get what you pay for, and with these shoes I got from Big 5, they just don't have like the same thick, cushiony, supportive sole that I'm used to. So I was kind of feeling a lot of the rocks that I was walking over today. So I actually just had some phone service, so I ordered a new pair of shoes and had them to be delivered to Kennedy Meadows, and I think they'll come in time. So I'm very excited about that. I'm definitely a little bit nervous how these shoes I currently have are going to treat me over the next 8 days. Hopefully they don't cause me any kind of like knee pain or calf pain. It's possible, but we'll see. I just made the call to tough it out, so we'll see how that goes. Anyways, camp is made. It's time to eat, relax, and I'm gonna elevate my feet and be a good boy. Maybe I'll stretch a little bit. 6:30 in the morning. I'm walking. Don't know how far I'm walking today, but probably around 20 miles. I've got a blueberry bagel with peanut butter. It's my new breakfast strategy because I'm getting pretty sick of the bars. So, that's about it. Actually, today is Wiggs' birthday. One of the guys that we're hiking with. He turns 25. Makes me feel old. So there will be a celebration today, of which he does not know about. So that's something fun to look forward to. Other than that, just walking. I have a little mantra that I have been using for years while hiking or backpacking, and whether it's just a little day hike overnight trip, weekends, or a longer backpacking trip. Stupid simple mantra, and it's, I've got nothing to do today but walk. And it's just a reminder to myself that I've taken the time out of the day just to be outside, to walk, and really just bathe myself in nature. It's so easy to get stressed out when either you're tired, your body hurts, you're hungry, you're thinking about getting to camp, getting to the car, getting to a restaurant, and you become really impatient, and it just takes your mind away from being outside and enjoying yourself. I'm not stressed out over anything right now, but the mantra will often just come into my head, and I find it so comforting. I've got nothing to do today but walk. Got quite a change in scenery this morning. It is foggy, socked in, windy, gray, kind of moody, but cool, and makes for really nice hiking conditions. So I kind of like it. Yesterday, I don't think I filmed too much. Maybe just a little bit. Wasn't feeling overly inspired, but also not uninspired. I think I was just kind of on cruise control and just kind of lost in the walk for the day, so that's all right. All in all, we hiked about 18 miles yesterday, and we got to camp by like 3 o'clock, which is a lot earlier than usual, so we had some good downtime. But the water source nearby us was a mile off trail, goes down a steep trail, so a mile there, mile back, adds on an extra 2 miles, so technically it was a 20-mile day. Celebrated Wiggs' birthday, surprised him with a bottle of Jim Beam apple, and needless to say, we made that disappear. So that was fun, a little celebration. And we wrapped up the evening just laying on the ground in a circle, and each one of us picked a song to listen to, and that was just wonderful. Just nice, mellow way to wrap up the evening. Anyways, mystery miles today, probably somewhere around 20, and I don't know what to expect, so we'll see how this weather pans out. This is cool. There's water droplets falling off the pine trees. It feels like I've just transported to Oregon or Washington, and what a little treat. The landscape has just changed so quickly. This feels like Sierra in the summertime right now. It's so pleasant. Smells good, feels good, looks good. But I can tell you, the High Sierra does not look like this. Well, I'm no longer in the pine trees. Just a sweet little taste. Right after getting into that area, the trail hooks a hard right and goes east for a while, straight towards the 14 and the 395. So I'm currently walking in that direction, and about a mile from camp. Tomorrow the trail will start heading back up north again, and it'll take me 2 days to hit Walker Pass. And then from Walker Pass, we'll get a ride into the town of Ridgecrest. So that is the current mission. A lot of big clouds overhead, but they're not looking too ominous. I'll probably sleep with my rain fly though, just in case. I'm not really sure what the weather forecast is. Anyways, it's looking like a 19-20 mile day, and feeling pretty good. I think my feet have come to peace with the shoes, and they've just accepted them. And no swelling in the ankle or feet. Things are looking good. Things are feeling better. So yeah. I'm just really excited to be transitioning into a whole new environment. Today was really fun, just going in and out of different types of nature. I don't know. It's been a long day. I'm tired. .10 in the morning. Awesome sunrise. It's golden and glowing. Let's get out and see what there is to see. The closer I get to these mountains, the smaller I feel. From up here we've got views of Olancha Peak, which we'll actually be hiking over the shoulder of it. It's probably maybe 100 miles away, maybe less than that. But there's big stuff ahead. Being in the desert, everything grows so low and so small. You kind of have the impression of feeling big. And now I'm shrinking. golden glow of the morning is now cloud soup. I've quickly descended into the clouds and I'm gonna keep dropping a little bit today, so well, makes for cooler conditions. I don't mind. So last night I dry camped, meaning there was no water source near where I was camping. I had to bring enough water to last me the evening, the night, and this morning until the next water source. But when I filled up yesterday, that was actually the last natural water source for 35 miles. So this is quite a long dry stretch, and there's probably no way I'd be able to carry that much water, at least not with the amount of bottles and water bladders that I have. But fortunately, there are a couple water caches along the trail that are regularly stocked by local trail angels. Otherwise, I don't think I'd be able to make it. That said, I've still got to go, maybe no more than 12 to 15 miles in between water caches. But they're pretty reliable, and based on recent comments in my Far Out app, there's a couple caches that have actually been restocked recently. There's tons of water there, so peace of mind. We're so spoiled out here. I wasn't chugging, but that beer was gone in seconds. Halfway through, I forgot what I was drinking. It just tasted and felt so good going down, and then it was gone. PM. I've taken 2 mini siestas and I've hiked almost 20 miles today, and now I'm just walking uphill. All good days end with a big uphill climb. I'll probably go 3-ish more miles before I get to a campsite. If there's room there, I'll probably camp, but there's been a fair few people coming through today, so it could be full. Anyways, filled up on water, carrying as much as I possibly can, which isn't a crazy amount, 4.5 liters. That'll get me, 3 or 4 miles further today, and then 8 or 9 miles tomorrow morning to the next stream. So cool to see how much water there was at both of those caches today. It's amazing how much support some of these local trail angels provide. Couldn't do it without them. Anywho, it's hot, but it's great out here. There's some really big clouds. They cover the sun every now and then and make for some good shade. But other than that, I'm feeling great. All those little rests really help. My feet get pretty sore with these shoes, so I'm loving the siestas. So I'm feeling refreshed, recharged, and I'm just pushing on. Honorable mention, during my first siesta today, I was cleaning the dirt out from under my toenails and trimming them back a little bit. And I cut down the nail on my big toe, and when the trimming hit the ground, or the pad that I was sitting on, a big ant came and grabbed the nail and was walking away with it and just took it. So I thought that was pretty funny. I thought that he'd be really stoked on it, thinking the queen will be pleased. I love mornings. So pleasant. It's 5:45 and it's a town day. Got 8 miles until we reach a spring to get water, and then another 8, maybe 8.7 miles until we hit Walker Pass. Once we get to Walker Pass, I know I've been talking about going to Ridgecrest, but we also have the option of going into Lake Isabella or Kernville on the west side. So we have some options. I think there's also a bus that runs from Walker Pass to Lake Isabella, so we might go that way. We were talking about going to Kernville because that sounds like a lot of fun. Anyways, these are the decisions that we make on a daily basis. It's pretty fun. I just got my first look at some snowy High Sierra mountaintops. It's just about noon, and I've hiked just about 17 miles. I'm just walking parallel to the highway right now, Walker Pass, and the bus doesn't run today, so we're either gonna hitchhike or call a trail angel and pay them to come and get us. The goal is to get to Kernville, because that sounds like the most fun. Alternatively, Lake Isabella is closer, so we might go there. Stay tuned. Find out.
And here's some,
there's also donuts.
and some donuts.
Oh man.
Donuts. And do you guys have a...
Okay, this is nuts. We went to Kernville, went to the brewery, had lunch and beers, called up all of the campgrounds, motels everywhere, fully booked because it's Memorial Day weekend. We put a post up on the Kernville Trail Angels Facebook group asking for accommodation, and Monica takes us in and brings us to her paradise of a home where we can camp, and there's a creek and there's a mini camper with a shower, bathroom, propane stove, coffee pot. This is beautiful, and I can't even handle it right now. I'm gonna take a bath in the creek and clean myself up.